to our new topic, polar coordinates. This session includes the polar coordinate system, a relationship between the polar and rectangular coordinate system, graphs of the polar equation, symmetry, tangent lines to graphs of polar equation. Today, we have to discuss about the polar coordinate system. So, in this session, I would like to explain about what is the need of this polar coordinate system and some representation of this polar coordinate, and using the graph, using GeoGebra, we have to introduce that, and some problems we have to do. Our first question is why? What is the need of this polar coordinate? Moving on to that, consider this equation: x square plus y square whole square equal to 4 into x square minus y square. This is a rectangular coordinate. This is an equation for the lemniscate in rectangular coordinate system. This is what x raised to 4 minus 2x cube plus 2x square y square minus 2xy square minus y square plus y raised to 4 equal to 0. This is an example for the cardioid. Look at this picture. This is the lemniscate, and also we can show that, we can see that this is the second picture, second graph. This is a cardioid. Okay. Together we can see that this is one is lemniscate and another is cardioid. Look at this equation. This is very complicated actually, right? Then is there any coordinate system other than this rectangular system? We can use a simpler representation for these type of curves. Can we use a simple representation for these type of curves? That is our question. Okay. Can we use a simpler or simple representation for these type of curves? These are represented in rectangular coordinate system, and the answer is yes. We can use a simple representation for these type of equations using another coordinate system. That is polar coordinate system. Okay. Next, how can we represent a point in polar coordinate system, and what is the difference between the representation in rectangular coordinate and polar coordinate system? Actually, we have the two type of representation in two dimension. First one is rectangular coordinate system, and the second one is the polar coordinate system. What was this rectangular coordinate system? Suppose this is an xy axis, okay? This is x and this is y, right? How do you represent a point P in a plane using the rectangular coordinate system? We have to draw a vertical line to this x-axis and find this distance. Also draw a horizontal line, vertical line to, that is vertical line to y-axis. Sorry, horizontal line to y-axis, and so this is the distance x and this is the distance y. So the point P is represented by Pxy. Suppose this is 2 and this is 3. Okay. So this P can be represented by, this is the P point 2, 3. P2, 3 is that point. Okay. This is a rectangular representation for a point. How do you represent? P2, 3. How do you represent this? A point in polar coordinate system. That is we are going to discuss about. Okay. Here this is the origin. Okay, we need two points, that is origin, that is we call it as pole or origin, and we need a polar axis, so that is actually positive x-axis. We are taking that. Okay, so this is a polar axis and this is a pole. Okay, using these two we can denote any point, we can represent any point using these assumptions. And suppose P is a point here, how to represent it P in polar coordinate system? Draw a line segment from this origin or pole to this point and find the distance, that let it be R. Next is find angle from this positive x-axis to the segment OP, and this is treated as theta. So this P can be represented as P R theta. This is a representation in polar coordinate. Okay, combining this polar and a rectangular coordinate system, we can illustrate this in using these figures. This is a point Pxy. This is our point Pxy. For the same point, we can represent this point in two ways. One is rectangular and second is the polar. In the first way is Pxy is draw a vertical line and horizontal line. Vertical line to both this x and y axis, and this is the distance x and this is the distance y, and this is Pxy is the a distance y, if this distance y is same as this distance and this distance x is same as this distance. So this is Pxy. And how to represent this for the same point in polar coordinate? Draw a line segment from origin to this point and find the distance, that is R. Next, find the angle from this polar axis to this line segment, then that is treated as theta. So this is PR theta, that is representation. After that, we have to discuss about the properties of this R and theta. What is the limitations of this R and theta, and what will it represents? When this R and theta is changing, this point represents what? That is we are going to discuss. Theta is the angle which is measured in degree or radian between the polar axis and the line segment. This R may be positive as well as negative. Similarly, this theta can be positive or negative, and if it is positive, then we treated it as counterclockwise, and if it is negative, we calculate it as clockwise direction. If R is positive, R can be positive as well as negative, and if theta is positive, we treated this, calculate this theta as in counterclockwise direction, and if it is negative, we calculate it as clockwise direction. Okay. And also we have to notice that when R is greater than 0, this PR theta lies on the terminal side of the theta and at a distance R from origin. If R is less than 0, this PR theta lies on the ray that is opposite to the terminal side of theta and at a distance mod R equal to minus R from the origin. Let's consider a problem, a point. Suppose this is a point P when R is greater than 0. Suppose this is point P2 and degree, suppose it is 45 degree. What is the meaning of that? First of all, we need a polar axis. This is a polar axis. We need firstly we need a polar axis. This is a polar axis. This is a point over here, and P is a point 2 at a distance 2 from the origin, and draw a ray from here. 45-degree angle through a ray. Suppose this is the 45-degree. Okay. Next, calculate distance from origin to that is, suppose here that is 2. Then this is a point P, such as P is a point at which whose distance from origin to that point is 2, and from polar axis the angle is 45-degree. And for P1 45, what will be this? 45-degree, draw a ray. Okay. Next, find the distance from origin over to the point. Suppose here that is 1. So this point is treated as P1 45-degree. What will happen to this P3 45-degree? Firstly, we have to take an angle 45-degree, draw a ray. Next, to find the distance from this origin to 3 distance. Here that is 3. This is a point P3 45-degree. Okay. So what will happen to this P? Suppose that will be P for the same 2. I will consider this P2. P2 90-degree. What will happen to this one? Yes, we can do that. Firstly, we have to draw a polar axis. This is the origin. Next up, draw a ray. We have to measure that from the polar axis 90-degree ray. That is here. This is a 90-degree. This is a 90-degree ray. In this ray, distance from origin to this, suppose this is 2. So this is a point P to 90-degree. In the same ray, we can denote P1 90-degree. For the 90-degree ray, distance 1. This is a point P1 90-degree. This is a point P3 90-degree. What will happen to this distance will be negative. P minus 2 45-degree. What will happen to this? First of all, we have to draw a polar axis. This is the origin pole O. Then minus 2 45-degree. Firstly, we have to calculate this 45-degree. Suppose this is our 45-degree. In this ray, minus 2 means in backward. Position, not moving forward direction. This is in backward direction at a distance 2. Here, this is a point P minus 2 45-degree. Whereas they are saying that if R is less than 0, PR theta lies on the ray that is opposite to the terminal side of theta and at a distance minus, distance is actually 2. The distance is 2. And the representation is P minus 2 45-degree. Okay. Suppose this is P minus 3 90-degree. What will happen to here? First of all, we have to draw a ray. Next, to draw a 90-degree ray. This is 90-degree ray. And this is minus 3. Minus 3 means in backward direction. Find the distance 3. So this is a point. Actually, the distance is measured as positive, so the distance is 3 and the point is minus 390 degree. Okay, this is a representation actually. Nextly, what happened to if theta is negative? What happened to here? Suppose the point is P2 minus 45 degree. So first of all, we have to draw a polar axis. This is a polar axis, origin O. The angle is actually minus 45 degree. If it is positive, then we are calculating it as counterclockwise, that is anti-clockwise. So this is clockwise direction, we have to calculate 45 degree. This is actually minus 45 degree. In this minus 45 degree, this is minus 45 degree ray. In this ray, calculate the distance from this point. P is 2. Then this point is referred as P2 minus 45 degree. And also consider P2 what? Minus 30 degree. First of all, we have to draw polar axis. This is origin O. Minus 30 degree means draw. This is minus 30 degree ray. This is 30 degree, minus 30 degree. Minus 30 degree. Find the distance from this origin to this point. This is a point 2. And so this is P2 minus 30 degree. This is a representation. Okay. We had to do a lot of problems in this also. Okay, one more problem. Draw a line. Prove this, that is 1, 2, pi by 3. 1, 2, pi by 3 means first of all we have to draw a polar axis. This is so 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 means actually what? 2 pi is 360, that is 120. So this is approximately, suppose this is 120 degree. This is positive, so we have to calculate in positive sense, that is in counterclockwise sense. This is 120 degree ray, right? In this, calculate a one distance. Suppose this is a one distance. So this is a point P1, 2, pi by 3. Okay. So consider the second problem. Second problem. Plot as 2 minus pi by 3. 2 minus pi by 3. Firstly, we have to draw a polar axis. This is the polar axis. This is point O. Minus pi by 3. Pi by 3 actually what? 180 by 3, that is 60. So minus 60 means, suppose this is a minus 60. Minus 60 degree. In this is a minus 60 degree ray. In this minus 60 degree ray, calculate a distance, 2 distance from this origin. Suppose this is a 2. So this is a point 2 minus 60 degree. to the third problem, that is minus 2 pi by 3. Minus 2 pi by 3. Suppose this is the polar axis. Pi by 3 distance, that is a 60 degree. 60 degree. This is, suppose this is 60 degree. And next what we have to do? This is minus 2. The distance is minus 2 means move backward direction. 2 distance backward direction. This is the point. Suppose this is a 2 distance backward direction. So since this is in backward direction, that is minus 2 pi by 3. This is the point. Okay. So this is a representation, polar representation for a point in 2 dimension. Okay. So in the next video, we can move on to some more problems. Okay. Thank you.